Alright, welcome back to the Republican Ranting series on Super Tuesday 2. I had hoped on updating the Republican delegate count first, since all of the Republican results are in. We're still waiting on the Texas Democratic Caucus results, but apparently CNN took down the Republican delegate counter, so it looks like we're going to have to do the Democrats. So I'll go ahead and cue up the theme music. I kid. I've met plenty of very nice Democrats. It's just a little joke, so no angry comments. It's a joke, people. First, let me, I guess, run through the delegate count. We have Clinton at 1424 and Obama at 1520. 2025 needed to win the Democratic primary. Clinton is in the light blue, Obama is in the dark blue, and yet to vote is in the gray. The first day that we have is on March 8th. Which will be Wyoming. There's going to be 12 delegates awarded there. Let's take a look at the polls real quick. Wrong one. Polls for Wyoming, we have none. So what I did is I went to the election results so far. In that area, Barack Obama has been polling pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and say that he'll at least get around 60%, giving him at least 9 of those delegates. Next, we move on to Mississippi, which is on the 11th of March. Let's take a look at the polls again. Again, we have no polls for Mississippi. Go back to the election results. This was a little bit tougher of a call. You had Alabama at, you can see, 55% for him, Louisiana for 57%, but Arkansas and Tennessee, which went for Clinton, were in that area. I'm going to go ahead and say that Barack Obama at least gets around 55 to 60% there, so we're going to award him 24 of the 33 delegates. Okay. Next, we move on to Pennsylvania, which is April 22nd. Quite a big jump there, over a month. Take a look at the polls. Clinton has been leading there. Let's just bring up some numbers here for you. Alright, as you can see here, this is Clinton with 46, Obama with 39 is the average over the last few. Recently, Clinton's lead has diminished a little bit. Let's also take a look at the results in the area. Clinton 57, Ohio 54. I'm going to say Clinton gets around 55% of the vote. Somewhat of a closer election, but I'm still going to give her 112 of the 158 delegates, which is a big win for her. She can really use that. That puts her only 51 delegates now behind Obama after he had won the last 2 primaries. Next, we move on to Guam, which will be May 3rd. I think all 4 of those delegates are going to go to Obama. Next, we move on to Indiana, which will be on May the 5th. Take a look at the polls here. As you can see, this poll, which came out on the 17th of February, has Obama in the lead with 40, Clinton with 25. 35% are undecided. Indiana would be next to his home state of Illinois. So I'm going to say that he wins that with around 55% of the vote, giving him approximately 51 delegates according to my calculations of the 72 delegates possible. On that same day, May 6th, we have North Carolina. Let's go back to the polls here. North Carolina is averaging 43 for Obama, 33 for Clinton, 23% undecided. A lot of undecideds there. The last few polls have had him only leading by 4%. I'm going to say that he gets it with about 52% of the vote, but that's still going to give him 78 of the 115 delegates, according to my calculations. Next, we have West Virginia, which will be on the 13th of May. Go back over to the polls here. As you can see, these polls are somewhat old. Clinton leading with 40%, Obama 22%. Edwards 20, undecided 24. The last poll, which came out, had Clinton leading 43 to 22. I'm going to say that Clinton gets around, again, 55% of the vote, giving her 20 of the 28 delegates. Next, we have Kentucky on May the 20th, with 51 delegates possible. As you can see, there are no polls for Kentucky, but based on the area, Ohio, West Virginia, I think she's going to take Pennsylvania. She took Tennessee and Arkansas. I think she's going to take Kentucky with around 55% of the vote, giving her 36 delegates according to my calculations. We also have Oregon on that day. Heading back over to the polls, we can see that Oregon is somewhat closer than the rest. The last poll which came out, though, was in January 29th. Had Clinton leading with 36, Obama 28, Edwards 14%. So I'm going to say that Clinton gets around 52% of the votes, and also 36 of those 52 delegates. However, this is one of those states that could change. We just really have to wait and see what polls come out. On the 3rd of June, we have Montana with 16 delegates possible. The poll there is old. It has Clinton leading by 10% over John Edwards, Obama at 17%. But based on the states surrounding it, Idaho, Washington, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Nebraska, I think it's going to go to Obama with at least 60%, if not more. So I'm going to give him 11 of those 16 delegates. We also have South Dakota that same day. Head back over to the polls. We see that there are none. South Dakota is going to follow the same principle as Montana, around 60%. I'm going to give 12 of the 15 delegates to Obama. We have Puerto Rico on June 7th. We again don't have any polls, but I think that Obama's going to do pretty well there. He seems to be doing well in the island caucuses and the overseas primaries and caucuses. So I'm going to give him 41 of the 55 delegates. So that moves the totals up to Clinton with 1720, Obama with 1835. 2025 are needed for the nomination. None of them has it at that point. We still have 358 superdelegates, plus the delegates that John Edwards has. So let's award those superdelegates evenly. 179, 179. We have Barack Obama with 2014 and Hillary Clinton with 1899. Remember, 2025 is needed. We still don't have a nominee. So it comes down to either the superdelegates, if some of them swing toward Obama, or if some of them swing toward Clinton, or it could come down to John Edwards. If John Edwards wants to be the vice president, this is how he would get it. He would give his delegates over to either Obama or Clinton. I'm not sure if it would be enough for Clinton to win, but if he could muster some support, he could probably swing over some other superdelegates to her side, making Clinton the winner and making it very easy for the Republicans to take the November election. And at this point, it's pretty obvious that John McCain is going to be our nominee unless something unfortunate happens to him. So I think we all need to rally around John McCain now that he is our nominee. Give up on your previous candidates and rally around John McCain. Yes, that means you too, Ron Paul supporters. So, we're just going to have to wait and see. I will keep updating the delegate situation. We'll see what happens after Wyoming. Thank you for watching.